Hi, I'm Christine from the Quilter's Retreat. A quilt like this already holds a lot of love, but today I'm going to make a label and make sure its story stays with it.
Today I'm going to use our free Quilt Name and Label Studio to find the perfect name, make a fabric label to sew onto the back, and create a sweet little gift card to tuck into the box. Now when naming a quilt, it's important to think about the characteristics of the quilt. This beautiful quilt that we have with our Woodland Friends panel is cozy, it's whimsical, it's relaxing, so that's what I'll use in the quilt name generator. You'll find our quilt name generator under our Inspiration and then Tools, and it's down here at the bottom. Now you can choose as many options as you like. I'm going to start first by telling us about the quilt, kind of what type of quilt is it. Now mine is a baby quilt, so I can just go down and choose more choices, and that will give me more options, and I'll choose baby quilt here. And now I'm going to choose kind of the vibe I'm looking for this quilt. We know it feels cozy, we know it feels peaceful. I can choose up to 3, but I'll stop right there. I can also name anything special. Now this has a beautiful fawn in the image, so I'm going to include that as well. And you can see I can choose a number of other different types of details, seasons, colors, occasions, recipients. I'm going to leave those all off, and I'm just going to generate based on these 2 ideas. Now I have my list, and you can see there's a lot of really fun and interesting names in here. They're randomly chosen, so you can look over the ones you want, save the ones you like. Now this Sage Fern Hollow just looks perfect with that green border that I have, so I'm going to save that one in my list. I love Fawn's Rest Easy, so I'll save that one as well. Now let me see if there's others in here that I'd like to see. Nobody else is as good a fit, but let me regenerate again and see if I can get another set to choose from. Oh, this one's nice. Fawn's Quiet Comfort. I think that's a winner. I'm going to go ahead and favorite that. Now, you can favorite as many as you want, but I've picked 3 candidates. I'm just going to go and choose the one from these. And the way I can select it as my label is just to hit the label icon. I could do that without favoring it, but this way I kind of get to see them together and make my final decision. So I like this one, Fawn's Quiet Comfort. I'm going to click the label button. It's going to take me right down here where I can enter all the details about the quilt. Now you can fill in as many as you like. I'm going to fill in who it's made by, who it's made for the year or the date. You can type anything you want. I'm going to type July 2026 and location if you wish to include it. And for this, it's her 1st birthday, so I'm very excited. I'm going to put that right in here as the occasion. You can put in however you would like it to appear, and the information will change instantly. Now the next thing is a short message on the bottom. You can certainly omit that if you don't want it, but you can also choose from these different stylings to create a short message that would go on your quilt label to help tell its story. Now because of this quilt, I'm going to choose Sweet, and I like that, but if you'd like, you could also make your own message. So you can copy the label text right into your clipboard and just paste it in any application that you like, or I'm going to go down and download a label that I can print onto fabric and use in my quilt. Now there's several options you can choose from, and we're going to continue to add more, so if there's something special you'd like to see, just leave us a comment. We'll see if we can put it on the application for you. Now for me, I'm going to choose a corner label. I like these. They tuck right in the corner of the quilt. And this shows you exactly what the label is going to look like. And you can see more about how to actually use it, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to download our corner label, and then a PDF will be downloaded to my machine. I can just open that up, and now you can see how that label is actually going to be printed on your fabric sheet. Now, before you actually print it on fabric, it's always a good idea to just print it out on paper first. That way you'll be able to see how it's going to look. Now it doesn't matter what printer I choose here because I'm just going to be printing it out on paper. You do want to make sure you choose actual size, and that will be the exact size that we think is appropriate for the quilt. Now to make sure it's clear to you as you're seeing it on the screen, I went ahead and chose the bold text option so that you could see it a little bit easier as I film. Now this is what we are going to be using. We're going to be using EQ Printables. They're sewable inkjet fabric sheets. These work wonderfully and they're very easy to pop right into the printer and print out the label, and they go in so nice. So you can see it really is fabric, a nice cotton fabric, and it has a plastic on the back to make it stable in your printer. And this is an example of one that I made earlier. You can see it's very nice fabric and you can cut it and sew it just like you would normal cotton fabric. So again, this is the product that we're using, but you can use other products that are available. Just be sure to follow all the manufacturer's instructions on how to use it. So back to my computer, put this in the printer and go ahead and print. Now this time I want to make sure I'm choosing my inkjet printer. These labels work with inkjet printers only. Again, be sure to choose actual size so it'll come out exactly the size you anticipate. And it came out great. Now we can start working with our new label. Now the instructions say that you need to let it sit 10 to 15 minutes. I'm assuming to let the ink settle into the fabric. So I'll just set my little timer here for 15 minutes and we'll come back and look at it then. Now while we're waiting for our label to set up, I'm going to go ahead and print out a gift card to go with it. That will go inside the box along with the quilt. And I can choose from various card sizes and styles. And then once I've decided on the one that I want, I can go ahead and download the pretty gift card PDF. And once I've opened my PDF, I can go ahead and print it on my printer. Make sure to choose the right paper size. Be sure to choose more settings and actual size. And go ahead and print it out on the cardstock or regular paper, whatever you would like to have as a gift card in the box. And you can use any paper cutter to cut out your nice gift card. Now that our label has sit for 15 minutes, we're going to remove the plastic backing here. Oh, now it looks like regular fabric. And now we want to soak it for 10 minutes in water. Now you can use distilled. I just use our filtered tap water. I've not had any trouble with staining with our water, but to be safe, you may want to use distilled for this process. Now after it's soaked for 10 minutes, you're going to go ahead and put it on a towel to let it dry. Now I've moved that back to my sewing room, and I'm just going to take a minute to blot this by covering it with part of the towel and just trying to get the rest of the water out of it as quickly as possible. Then we do want to wait until it is fully dry before moving to the next step. Now once it's dried, you can go ahead and give it a press with a pressing cloth and a medium to cool iron, and now you're ready to cut it. Now we do have the lines printed on if you chose that option, so it makes it easy for you to know exactly where to cut. And now you have your label ready to put into your quilt. First thing we're going to do is fold it in half, and that way you have a nice finished folded edge that you'll slip stitch down once it's inside the quilt. Now you can put it on the quilt any place you want. I like that lower left hand corner as you're looking at the quilt. That's where I like to have a label. So I've got it positioned just the way I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and take my label and put it on the quilt and pin it down. If you were using one of our rectangular labels instead of our corner square, you can go ahead and place that in on the seam just like you would the corner square. Now you just want to put your pins in far enough that you won't hit them with the presser foot as you're coming around that corner when you're putting on your binding. Now we're back at the sewing machine. We're just going to put our binding on as normal. If you'd like to see how we do binding, I'll leave a link in the description for how we finished our little keepsake baby quilt like the one you see here, and you can watch the process that we use it. We do binding starting from the back. Now when you come to the part where your label is pinned, there's really nothing special to do. You've got a couple more layers of fabric, but otherwise you're just going to complete your binding as normal. Now once your binding is complete, your label's pretty secure, but we do want to close up this open end. I like to hand stitch it in place with a simple slip stitch. There. Now your quilt is finished with your beautiful quilt label. I know this is a very small finishing step, but years from now it may be the part that tells someone who made the quilt, who it was made for, and why it mattered. Now this beautiful quilt is ready to go to its new home. The sewed-in label stays with the quilt. The gift card gives the recipient something lovely to read when they first open it. Now remember, the Quilter's Retreat quilt name generator and label maker is free to use. You don't require an account or an email, and it lets you stop after you've found the name you love or continue through to the finished printable label.
Quilting every day, quilting every way. At the Quilter's Retreat, we brighten your day. Mug shirts and gifts, come take a look. Quilting inspired treasures in every